Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Captain's Quarters in Dallas, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we've got the regularly scheduled broadcast of the Assist Sports Podcast. And you might notice I'm down. We're down a man. I don't know what the deal is with EJ. What can I say? I know he's the life of the show, and Jason likes to think he's the life of the show. We'll talk to him in a little while. But yeah, a lot of interesting things going on in sports. I want to give a shout out real quickly to Brian. Good evening, Brian. Love to get you on this show at some time, son. Maybe a little closer to the end of the season. And I see Mark Youngblood. Hey, Mark. Good to see you, brother. So we're going to go ahead and get this show started this evening. How about it?
Hello, good friends.
How about that? Just on schedule. Sit back a little bit.
Yeah, I was going out and doing a little bit of errands. Hello, friends. High school is a very, very, very tough thing, and I have a lot of homework.
Nice.
Yes, let us begin.
Yeah, so we got our starting five. So let's get right to it because people are wanting to watch the Eagles game tonight.
Yes.
So let's get right to this. One thing that we wanted to start off with tonight is we've been talking a little bit about NFL. And the starting five tonight, number one is who's your biggest NFL surprise team so far? And we were talking about a lot of these different teams, whether good or bad. And we identified a few of them. I can tell you right now, one of the teams, and I'm actually going to go with this team on the good end, is the 2-0-1 Detroit Lions. And here's why I'm choosing them. It's a really funny thing going on with the Detroit Lions. They're not 3-0. The Packers are and lead that division. But Detroit's way outscored them so far, and their defense has actually shown up.
That's a fact.
So I'm going to tell you what, they're a little bit of a surprise. Now, do I think they're going to do anything crazy this year? No, but they're a surprise right now. Who have you got as a surprise?
I could talk a lot about this team because they beat us on Sunday.
Oh.
The 49ers.
Yeah, wow.
How about that garbage? What is going on?
Yeah.
This is really, really scared me a little bit. This NFL season, there's been a lot going on. Excuse me if I sound a little winded. Oh, it's been a day, but it's been a week and maybe even a season in football. I mean, the 49ers are 3-0 after, what did they go, 2-14 last year or something like
I don't
that?
know.
They were bad.
Well,
and all of a sudden, Jimmy Garoppolo's throwing dimes.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. So I like what they're doing. The Steelers could have won that game easy. So I'm saying that the 49ers don't get lucky in the future because they got lucky that game on Sunday.
Yeah. They're in a division with two other tough teams. Seahawks and the Rams are playing really, really well right now.
But they aren't staying there for long, but for now.
Yep, I know it.
Oh, I'm winded right now. I don't even know what to say.
All right, well, stop being winded and get out your NFL picks because we need to go through them. Because that's number two. Quickly do our NFL picks, and then we can get on to some other important things here. So, here we go. Right. NFL quick picks, starting with tonight's game. Really good one. Eagles at the Packers. Who you got?
I got the Packers.
I've got the Eagles, although they almost made my biggest surprise list being bad. 1 and 2 Eagles. Like, come on, let's go. Titans at the Falcons. Who you got?
I'm currently picking mine because my picks didn't save because I'm not on Wi-Fi. So yeah, excuse me for a second as I try to remember who I picked. But Titans and Falcons, I'm going with the Falcons.
I also have the Falcons at home. Patriots at the Bills. Both teams 3-0. I almost went with the Bills as my surprise, but they haven't played anybody yet. Who do you got?
I think the Bills' undefeated season comes to an end here.
So do I. Patriots win. Browns at the Ravens. What seemed to be a really intriguing matchup has turned out not to be such an intriguing matchup because the Browns are extremely inconsistent. What do you got with this one?
This is my surprise of the week. I have the Browns going in and stunning the Ravens.
I don't.
Lamar Jackson, you are not all of that yet.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah, he's He's pretty good, though. I'm going to take the Ravens this week at home. Chiefs at the Lions. I like the Chiefs, although I'm tempted, but I'm not that tempted. Mahomes is on a historic pace. Who do you got?
I got the Chiefs.
Raiders at the Colts. Who you got?
Colts.
You got the Colts.
Colts.
Chargers at the Dolphins.
Is this a question?
Yeah, it's not a question. It's Chargers. Even though they're very disappointing thus far. Melvin Gordon, quit holding out. Get in. Come
Play
on.
football.
Come on. Play football.
Show us that you're worth the
Don't
money.
pull a Le'Veon Bell because he hasn't really shown up this year either.
Show us you're worth the money.
Yep. Redskins at the Giants.
I have the Giants because
Well,
they played really good against Tampa, and they
here's the
staged
funny
a comeback. I like Daniel Jones, bud. I really do.
So do I, but I'm sorry. The Redskins are winning this week on the road. Panthers at the Texans.
Texans.
Yes, I agree. Buccaneers at the Rams.
I got to go with Jared Goff.
I'm going to go with the Rams. They haven't done anything to disappoint me so far. 2-1 Seahawks at the 2-1 Cardinals. We asking that question? No, the Seahawks have got that, I think.
Seahawks, yeah.
Vikings at the Bears. Really, really good matchup. 2-1 teams.
I think Soldier Field, the fans there are great. Well, when it comes to supporting their team. And, yeah, that's going to be the key part in this game.
Yep.
I got Chicago. And it's not going to be by much, but it's going to be Chicago and a nail-biter.
I've got the Vikings, and I don't think it's going to be that close. I think this is the stinkeroo that the Bears are going to throw up early, and all the Chicago fans are going to go crazy and say, my gosh, why do we believe in this team? Sorry, Zach. Jaguars at the Broncos. Who you got?
I believe I picked the Jaguars.
I have the Broncos at home. Tough place to play that Mile High Stadium.
Mostly because
and the Broncos won't stay winless for long.
Mostly because the
won't.
Broncos, they don't surprise me at all. And they're not that good. I'm not at all, happy with the way they play. So.
2 more games. Cowboys 3-0 at the Saints 2-1 without Drew Brees. Interesting game. What do you got quick?
I got the boys.
I've got the Saints. I think it's going to be a close game. Finally, Monday night, 2 ridiculously horrible teams. The Bengals at the Steelers. What do you got?
I think the Steelers win one of the 3 games they're going to win this season, and they're going to beat the Bengals.
Yeah,
13-10.
It's going to be a very close game, and the Steelers probably walk out with about 5 more injuries in this game because that's what's decimated them this year.
It's going to be a replay of the game where Shazier got, disabled because of it.
Well, yeah, it was against the Bengals.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving ahead.
I hate playing the Bengals.
Going to bring in our good friend Jason McManus at this point. Jason, how you doing this evening? Are you muted, Jason? You might be on mute there, pal.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to this week's podcast.
Yes. Good stuff. Hey, let's hop right into college. Normally we pick top 25 games, just top 25 teams, but we talked about this a little bit last week. An intriguing, oddly enough, Friday night game for the Nittany Lions going on the road down at a tough Maryland team. Tell us about the game, Jay. What do you think?
I think this game can go either way. And the reason why I say that, the Maryland team that showed up last weekend, I don't know who they were. But this week, kind of like a home game for them. I just don't think Maryland's going to get it done. I think Penn State's going to flex a little bit more muscle, show a little bit more of the playbook. I think they've been sandbagging some plays. They're a little bit too deep for Maryland, but Maryland is the team to think about going into next year. I just think Penn State by 10, 31-21, and they're going to get the job done on a Friday night.
Very nice. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like these Friday night, lights games for college. It's weird. Usually it's like Boise State or Utah or somebody like that that's playing Friday night. But this is a Penn State one, and I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close game. I do have Penn State by 7 winning this one on the road, but I think it's going to be a good one. EJ, what do you think?
Here's the thing. Like I told earlier in the year when we were predicting Penn State's record and who they're going to lose to with Scott, let's give him a shout-out. And Will, like to give him a shout-out tonight as well. But, I picked Maryland to win this game in a shocker weeks ago, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on it after Maryland's debacle last weekend, so I can't do it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think Penn State goes down to play Maryland, and Maryland beats them like by 3 points. And Penn State's
It's very possible, yeah.
Man, we need to wake up. We lost to Maryland. We got to wake up.
Listen, this is not Maryland like you think about it. They're pretty good.
I know.
Honestly, they're pretty good.
But I mean, Maryland's not ranked, and Penn State is.
That's not really relevant.
I know, but still, if Maryland was as good as everybody's saying they are, they'd be ranked as well.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
But I'm saying
they are.
if Maryland is tough because
they're good
going
enough.
on the road.
They're good enough. Next game, we've got number 18 Virginia at number 10 Notre Dame. I've got Notre Dame bouncing back in a pretty hard way, win by 2 touchdowns. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, I got Notre Dame by almost 20-some points.
Yeah.
Notre Dame does bounce back. They're angry this week, and they're going to put a hurting 42-21 on Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia's for lovers, but it's not for winners.
Very good. Very good. Very good. That might be in the running for Lion of the Week.
Yeah.
What do you got, EJ?
Oh, Notre Dame, because, I mean, they lost to Georgia. That was a pretty good game. I was watching that with Dad.
Yeah, we watched that for a while.
I watched that that was how I got to teach Taylor about football. And that was
Nice.
Fun. So, yeah, no, Notre Dame, they didn't look terrible. Georgia is just way better team. And I think that this is going to be one of those things where Notre Dame's like, we lost last week. Let's get a W. Like let's end the L streak. Let's get a W. And then I think unless it's just Virginia. And then Virginia, if you're matching up against Notre Dame in any other, 9 times out of 10, Notre Dame's going to win this game. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
so too.
Notre Dame's a football school. They are.
Quickly on to number 21 USC at number 17 Washington. And I'm just going to say this real quick. I think Washington wins. I think it's a close game, but I think Washington wins by 10. And here's why. USC has notoriously not played well on the road when they go to the Pacific Northwest. They just don't. They go up to Washington State, Washington. They don't play well. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I do love the story of the USC quarterback, getting a chance to play. And, I just love that story. But this game's going to be a slugfest. The Pac-12, Power 5, sorry, they might not deserve to be in a Power 5 anymore because they haven't shown it the last 5-6 years.
Very true.
So Washington gets the job done, but this is a slugfest. It's going to be Washington by 7.
Nice.
This is just a goofy game.
It is.
Washington's the better team.
Yeah, they are. They are. What do you think, EJ? Quick.
I was going to say USC, but I'm thinking now Washington because, I mean, I was thinking about it and I was like, is USC even that good anymore? Because you see, they're one of those teams that I don't really get to see a lot of. And when I do see a lot of them, it's more of a like, okay, they're okay, but like, what's the hype?
Let me tell you what I think of when I think of USC. I think
Juju.
Are they? No, I don't. I think. Oh, are they still on probation?
Chill.
That's what I think of when I think of USC.
Okay, we're gonna.
Yeah. Let's move on to the part that everybody really showed up for on this show. The NEPA high school football picks. And honestly, guys, this is a game we've walked and waited for all year. This one right here.
Of the year.
Yep, this could be the one of the year, the game of the year. Although that could be in a couple weeks, but this is one that we've been watching for, especially out here in Mountaineer country. Berwick at Valley View. Wow. Jay, what do you got?
He's thinking.
You thinking about this, or did I lose you?
No, I'm still here. I've got Valley View winning this game. They're just too strong of a team. They win by like 6 or so. Valley View's a great team, and they're gonna win this game, and they're gonna be eating some potato chips afterwards.
All right. Yeah, it's this is a tough. This is just one of those games that you're like, wow, I'd love to go see this game. I love you. I'm not driving all the way up to Valley View to see this game. We have already seen Berwick this year. We're going to play them in a few weeks. We're going to play Valley View sooner. Valley View is the best team in this area that's not named Southern Columbia. So I don't think that there's any particular reason why Why Valley View loses the game. I think that Berwick's good. I think they're going to really give Dallas a run in a couple weeks. But I think.
Hey, listen, I think you guys are going to have some arguments here about the teams in this area. I think there's a game coming up soon that people are going to say, hey, what about us? What about the Devils?
Oh.
You know, we're not a bunch of angels here. What about the Devils?
Yeah.
Because that team is one of the top-ranked teams in the state, but we'll talk about them later.
Yeah, we will talk about them later. I have Valley View by 14 winning this game at home. And it may not be that – it may not even be that close. I think what's going to happen is the same thing that happened to Dallas last year. I think Valley View, their line is going to take it over in the third quarter, and they're going to cram it down Berwick's throat and control the game. And I think they win by 14. EJ, quickly, what do you got, man?
Berwick's got a tough team, all right? But, I mean, even with the Law Ball boys and who's that guy, Wilk? Yeah, he's doing a lot, but I just don't think that they get this one done. They're playing Valley View. I mean, they're the best in our area. It's going to be a close one, but I think Berwick loses this game. And I also predict that some key player, Berwick's going to leave this game banged up.
Yep.
I really feel like they are.
Could be.
So I've got.
Boy, EJ, oh my God. Berwick's probably like, oh my God, someone's going to get hurt. Oh my God.
The kiss of death. The kiss of death.
Valley View by 10. By the way, Jason, I'm pretty good at predicting high school injuries. I actually am. I don't listen.
Wow.
Berwick, because I know there's a few kids from Berwick, like a few football players from Berwick that watch this. Nothing against y'all. I have a gut feeling. So do your best to not get hurt, and then tell me you told me so.
Speaking of guys getting hurt, I can't tell you how many injuries we saw from Valley West in the first half of that Dallas game last week. There were two kids that would have been carted off had they had a cart. 2 kids left in ambulances by halftime. And it's just – and I'm sorry – and you were right, Jake. They're not conditioned. It's unfortunate. So Dallas is at Wilkes-Barre area this week. Why did they move the game to Saturday, would you ask? Yeah, it's because Earth to Wilkes-Barre. Fix your crime problem. You can't keep people safe near the game. Nobody wants to go to Friday night or Saturday night games down there. It's dangerous. Fix it.
Are you sure that's not because there's another, like, Holy Redeemer playing?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have it on good authority that this game was moved on purpose because of a homecoming, and they wanted to hold it later and different times, and Dallas said no because it's not safe. There's people, honestly, somebody almost died. They are not, it's seriously not fooling around. It is not a good thing. And
I'm going to play devil's advocate. If it's homecoming, listen, I'm going to go with the reason that they want people, because it's a new era at Wilkes-Barre, they want people to come and tailgate and have a good time all day long. And I kind of like that idea.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a Saturday afternoon game to let people tailgate.
Right.
Almost like a college atmosphere.
Well,
so I want to put away the, worried about people being negative as far as the shootings or whatever. Listen, there's crime everywhere. I think bad things happen, but I'm going to stay positive about this whole Wilkes-Barre program.
Well, it's factual.
I used to live down there, Jason.
Yeah, so did I.
It's not good.
I understand that.
It's not good.
I'm trying to stay positive here.
Yeah. Well,
I applaud you for it.
And I'm not running on and on and on about this because we're going to pick this game here quickly.
So we know you like to run.
And we're going to get moving on here because the show is getting away from us. But what I am saying is, Wilkes-Barre wanted the game at 3:30, and Dallas said, no, move it to 1. Which is actually better. So, and I like it. It's fine. It's a Saturday afternoon game. It's been a long time. It's going to be a tough matchup for Dallas, honestly, because of the speed. But I think Dallas gets it done by 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns.
I got by 2, 13 points.
Yep. What do you got, EJ?
I'm going to say a solid 14-point lead for Dallas.
Yeah.
That's going to kill Wilkes-Barre.
I think so, too. Next game, Wyoming area at Lake Lehman, EJ.
Oh, I saw something in here. You see, I found this great gold mine of a newspaper that gives me everything I need to know about all the teams, okay? And there's this boy, DeLuca, quarterback for Wyoming area.
Yeah, he's good.
He's awesome.
I
is
talked to
good,
him a
dude.
lot, and he posted this thing on Twitter. It's one of his highlight things. You guys could agree or disagree with me on this one. You know what quarterback in the NFL he reminds me of? He reminds me of Deshaun Watson.
Interesting.
Because he knows what to do in the pocket. He really does. He literally has the same form and everything. And I said, you remind me of Deshaun Watson. He's like, yeah, I hope to pull a Deshaun Watson and beat Lehman, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. I think this is going to be a 34 to 35 point game. Lehman, you have no chance.
Yeah, the only chance that Lehman really has is that it's at home, but it's not really much of a chance. I have Wyoming area by 4 touchdowns, and it could be a lot more than that. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, I have Wyoming area by a couple touchdowns. Lincoln is playing a lot better. Their line's starting to gel, but Wyoming area is just too good.
They are really, 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 really good, and I think everybody is looking ahead to 2 more weeks from now when Southern Columbia pays a visit to Wyoming area. It's going to be a very interesting Friday night, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wyoming area, enjoy it while you can. Western Wayne. We were up there last night. It's way out in the middle of nowhere.
Regardless, though.
Nowhere.
It's a really nice place.
All the Dallas marching band parents, you saw that shoddily put together video. It wasn't because of my phone. It's because there ain't no cell service out there. It is way out in the middle of nowhere.
It's in Lake Ariel.
But nice, further than that. It's way past that. But listen, nice folks, and really good football team. Jay, tell us about that.
Western Wayne just likes to run and run some more.
Yep.
Kind of like the Eagles just ran for a first down. Western Wayne's going to run all over this team. It's not going to be close. I forget what I have, but Western Wayne by a lot.
Yeah, I've got Western Wayne by 14. You just don't know what Lakeland team is going to show up, and Lakeland is playing at home, so that's kind of interesting. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I've got Western Wayne by 14. EJ, what do you got?
I know we've said this probably in a past podcast, but Lakeland, I've been up there before. It's a night. That's an atmosphere. Wasn't even there for a sporting event, and I still got the electric vibe of this is Chief. This is the Chiefs, and Western Wayne, they play them a lot, so I'm thinking at this point that's not even going to matter. I like Western Wayne a lot in this game, and that's why I have them winning by 21 to 23 points.
Nice. Tight game here. Maybe you don't think so, Jay, but I do. Dunmore at Old Forge. Talk about it for a second. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, the Devils are going to blow them out, dude. They're too good. They're going to win by 20. They're too disciplined. I don't think Dunmore's as much disciplined as they have been in the past. They don't have the weapons that Old Forge has. Old Forge is just an excellent team, and they're going to get it done early. They win by 20.
Okay. That's your call. EJ, what do you got?
That's right, it's my call.
I have Old Forge winning by 6 points.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Well, that's not as shocking. That's not nearly as shocking as this.
Come on.
I have Dunmore winning by 3 in an upset.
Come on.
And here's why.
Oh, my goodness. What?
Dude, listen. I looked at Old Forge's schedule. They haven't really played anybody yet, dude.
And they're going to get
Dunmore is just starting to get it going. I think this is the week Dunmore says, hey, we show up too. And I think they win a very close game. Listen, I have to go out on a limb. I got to start catching up to you in some games. And this was a game I felt somewhat comfortable at least trying. Look, Dunmore could get blown out. I just feel something. Could be some gas. I don't know. But I think Dunmore, yes, I have a lot of that. Dunmore minus 3, dude. I just think they get it done. I really do. I really do.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Shocked myself when I made that pick.
Yeah.
Delaware Valley at Hazleton. Delaware Valley. EJ, what do you got?
Oh, man. They got some big boys. Delaware Valley does. I'm trying to focus myself at the camera.
Yeah, the Eagles are on. Zach Ertz is talking some trash. Go ahead, though, EJ.
Yeah. So Delaware Valley, they got some big boys. They got a big band, as we saw yesterday.
Yeah, they do.
They got a lot of stuff. And I think it's all going to be a little too big for Hazleton.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. I've got Delaware Valley winning this game early.
Huh.
Early.
Yep.
Like, I'm talking first 5 minutes, 14-0. Hazelton makes too many mistakes. From what I've seen from Hazelton, they are
do.
undisciplined. They make too many mistakes. Their quarterback, almost as if he panics when he has the ball. He just tries to get rid of it immediately. I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, it helped us win when we played them. But, like, you can't do that as a quarterback. You got to know what you're doing.
How many points?
I have Delaware Valley winning this game, guys, and I'm being serious with you. I have Delaware Valley winning this game by like 40 points.
Well,
this is a big game for Delaware Valley.
I think it's a little closer than that, honestly. I do. I think Delaware Valley it's going to be even early. It's going to be even early. It might even be a little close at halftime, but Delaware Valley pulls away, wins by 21. Jason, what do you got?
I got Del Valle by 28. Their offense is explosive.
Yep.
They're going to score a lot of points again this week.
Yep.
Probably looking at like 50 points again, but they're going to get it done again. Delaware Valley, one of the strongest teams from that conference.
Yeah, they are.
They continue to prove it week in and week out.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough.
Coached by former Penn State tight end.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I forget his name.
That's the line of the week right there. That's the line of the week right there, folks. This is a huge Penn State fan, and I hear nothing but Penn State stuff all the time at work. You would not believe it. So he can't remember. I forget his name, but big Penn State fan here. Okay, Towanda at Tunkhannock area. Oh, Towanda's 0-5, man, and Tunkhannock by 14. I say they're at home. They win it. I just don't know. You know, wow. Tunkhannock by 14. Jason, what do you got?
I want to see Towanda play.
Yeah, I got Tunkhannock winning this game. You know, their offense shows that they can be explosive. Wanda? Are
Yeah.
they playing Wanda or Towanda?
Towanda.
It's the Tunkhannock. This is the battle of the Indian reservations. It's Tunkhannock winning this game.
Oh.
Hold
The
on.
Native American reservations. Come on, dude. What's the problem here?
It is. This is the battle of the Susquehanna River Basin.
I know. Listen, spent many summers up above Tunkhannock, up in Mashopin, enjoying ourselves, walking along the river and finding old arrowheads. It was great. I'll never forget that time in my life. Love it.
Very rich historic district.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I've got them by 14. What do you got? How many points, Jack?
I have Tunkhannock by 6. Closer game.
Okay. What do you got?
Looking at who these guys have played, who I'm talking about Towanda right now. You guys are making Towanda to be out like a bad team.
No, they're not.
They played Troy, who's not terrible. Muncie's not that bad. Wellsboro. I know the Hornets know how to show up at times. Canton. I never would mess with Canton.
Yeah, they're good.
No, I would never. They held on for a few of these games. That being said, I think this is a closer game. I still think Tunkhannock wins. I'm going to say maybe 13, 14 points. Towanda's not terrible. They're 0-5, but they're not. It's not like they're playing easy teams and losing.
These teams aren't that far from each other. Okay, it's an easier game for Towanda to play than others. So to get to, these guys are familiar.
Guys, if I get back up a little bit here, back to a Penn State reference. It's Keith Olsemer.
Oh,
is the head coach for Delaware.
Wow.
And he's really
and for those of you keeping time out there, how long did it take him to look that up because he didn't know? Oh, that's too bad.
I was trying to be away here for
that's too bad. He didn't know. He forgot. Oh, this is brutal. Crestwood, fresh off a win and bankrupting the Millionaires last week.
Yeah. I got a story
at
about that.
Nanacoke.
Yeah.
What do you got?
What happened last week?
Yeah, what do you got?
I heard stories that the Millionaires were trying to make a lot of bucks by going big on offense, just throwing bombs.
Wow.
They were hurting themselves on offense, not running the ball, and they're fighting with each other in the parking lot, and the kids and parents had to be separated. So
wow.
That program is like they're athletic, but they don't know how to get along. They're not a family. But hey, listen, Crestwood, they go down to Nanacoke, Friday night down in Nanticoke tomorrow night. I think the McManus family might be going, me and the kids. So I'm going to go with Crestwood gets another win, back-to-back wins, and Crestwood gets another W.
Yeah. How many points?
I'm sorry, guys. I had to keep going back and forth with my email.
No, that's okay. I've got you on the phone. I can't look.
Yeah, Crestwood by 3 touchdowns, 21 points.
Yeah, I've only got them by 7, and the only reason is it's just hard to play emotional games like that back to back. We never like going down to Nanticoke. It's not a nice place. It is not a nice place. And I'll just give you some advice. If you're going to a concession stand, don't. Just don't.
Don't.
No, I'm serious.
We're going to get emails from Nanticoke folks saying,
No.
what's wrong with this podcast?
Real simple. Nanticoke, real simple. Take orders verbally and just fulfill the orders. Don't fill out paper orders, then make you get back in line to hand in a paper order to go in. Yes.
Gosh.
Yeah, no.
No, that's serious.
No,
Let's not.
That's very Polish of them.
So think about, imagine getting in 4 different lines
Oh, it's terrible.
to get your food.
It's terrible, dude. I'm serious. Worst run concessions of all time. But I think
All right, let's move on. Let's move
yeah,
on.
we really got to move on here.
Yeah, okay.
Crestwood, I got Crestwood by 7. I just think it's a little closer. Crestwood again.
All right.
Not that good of a team, dude. I'm sorry.
Yes, they are. They're athletic. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They're athletic.
Yeah, that's okay. 7 points. What do you got?
Nanticoke is not. Their playing surface is weird.
It is bad.
It's weird, and their goalposts are what, like, not even like 3 feet up, and it's just like a.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, hold on.
Anyways.
Let's restart this. I don't want to trash talk Nanticoke anymore. I love you guys. Sorry. How do I say this in a nice way? Nanticoke, you're losing this game. Yeah, you're losing by like 14 points.
All right. Scranton Prep at North Pocono. Jay, what do you got?
I got Scranton Prep winning this game. The Preppers get it done. And I've got Scranton Prep by 12 points.
Yeah, I've got them by 10 on the road. They did not impress me at all, and they haven't impressed me with what they've done this year. It's highly touted as they were coming in. They should be a lot better than this. I think they're going to struggle a little bit, but eventually they're going to get it done. EJ, I got them by 10. Scranton Prep. EJ, what do you got?
So I had Trojans losing, and now I'm going to have Trojans winning. I have the Trojans, the North Pocono Trojans.
Wow.
Beating Scranton
Wow.
Prep.
How about that?
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't think it's not going to be 3 to 7 points. It's going to be like 14 points. Like it's going to be like 13, 14, maybe 17 points.
Yeah, you have to forgive us. Somebody from the Packers is getting carted off the field here, and it does not look good at all.
He's moving, though, guys. He stuck his hand up in the air.
Yeah, I know. It just is always scary. He's got his hand up. It's just scary whenever they belt him in like 6 times before they move him. It's really scary. Yeah, scary. Best wishes. Holy Redeemer at Hanover area. Wow. EJ, quickly, what do you got? And a game we don't really care about. What do you got?
No, I want to see Hanover area win, and I think
they're going to. Yes.
Yeah, I like the blue and the white. Is there? Jason, are they blue and white? Right? They're correct.
Yeah, Hanover is blue and white. Yeah.
Blue and white. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
not as good as the Dallas blue and white, but they're gonna be blue and white, and they're gonna flash that around for a little bit. I've got Hanover beating Holy Redeemer by like 20 points, 28 points.
I've got Hanover by 17 at home. Jay, what do you got?
I got Holy, Holy, Holy Lord. No, they're not going to win. This thing is Hanover by 20.
Yeah, they're not going to win.
Oh, man.
They're not going to win. Agreed. Intriguing game here. Mid-Valley at Lackawanna Trail. What do you got?
I got Lackawanna Trail winning this game. Listen, Mid-Valley, they got promise, but, we're starting to see this year a lot of times when these teams go on the road that they struggle on the road. Did you guys notice that this year? Teams are not the same on the road, and that's when there's a lot of parity, right? That's like Trail gets the job done at home. They win this game. And I got them by. I got trailed by 8.
Well, I'm going to take the devil's advocate on this one, and I'm going to call this one a Mid-Valley win by 10 points. And here's why. I think early in the season on the road, teams struggle a little bit. I think Mid-Valley's a little bit better than we think that they are. And I think this is the week that they're prepped and they get it done because they know they're going up to play the state runner-up, Lackawanna Trail. And I think they go up and get it done, and they win by 10.
Yeah.
It could be. This was a close game for me again to try to call it. Probably a little easier than the Dunmore one I called, but hey, what do you do? What do you got, AJ?
Hey, you guys gotta start picking some different picks trying to catch up to me. So you know what it is.
I know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You act like you're light years ahead of us or something. You know, this is terrible.
That's why I love this podcast, man. We love busting each other.
So the
Boom. Mid-Valley Lackawanna Trail.
Yeah.
By the way, the Eagles. I don't know who's worse, the Eagles or the Steelers.
Oh gosh. Right.
the boys, Lackawanna Trail, they got a home advantage here. And at first I thought, hey, that's pretty intriguing. Lackawanna Trail might win this game. And then I thought, they're playing Mid-Valley. Mid-Valley, from what I've seen, I don't know about y'all, but from what I've seen, they tend to do better on the road. Like, play better on the road. Not saying that they win games, but they play better on the road.
Yeah.
I feel as if that is...
They didn't do well on the road against Wyoming area, I can tell you.
It's Wyoming area. It's Wyoming area. Put them again.
I know. It's a joke.
Put them at Lakeland or something,
I
and
know.
I'm sure they would play just fine. I'm a fan
Could be.
of Mid-Valley, so the Spartans, I think you guys are going to win this game.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not going to be a cakewalk, but you guys may actually walk in and stun the Lions here. Because they're expecting a win, so you need to make sure you take the win for yourself.
Yep. How many points?
I've got these guys by 2.
2 points.
2 points.
Wow. Could be one of those weird games.
Yeah.
You never know. Williamsport, bankrupt. How are they getting to this game? At Scranton. What do you got, Jason?
It's crazy. I just got done saying that teams don't play very well on the road, but I think that Williamsport gets the job done. They're going to win by 13 points. I think Scranton last week, they got lucky.
Yeah.
And I didn't pick that game last week, so I'm going to go against them this week. And I'm going the money train gets the job done at Scranton.
Well, I think Scranton wins by 7. I don't think Williamsport shakes off the horrible win that they could have had last week, and just a loss. Sorry, I think Scranton wins it by 7, and it's just a long trip for Williamsport. I just don't think it gets done. I think Scranton starts to get a little bit better, and I think they win it by 7. What do you got, EJ?
By the way, touchdown Packers, just so
Yes.
you all know.
Yeah, we saw that.
And I think Williamsport wins this game by 10.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, DJ.
I know, but
This is what I had to say about that. Okay, West Scranton. You saw that. West Scranton at Pittston area. And I'm just going to tell you this right now. Pittston area, you have let me down for the last time. Never have liked Pittston area whenever we faced them. West Scranton comes into Pittston area this week and beats them by 14 points. Jason, your call.
You know, this is the week that I'm going to say, I know because Pitts has been letting everyone down. I'm going to say that team that showed up against Tunkhannock shows up this week. They're going to stop the invaders, and they're going to be throwing tomatoes at the invaders. And they're going to leave with tomatoes all over them. So I'm going to go with Pittston is going to get the job done, and I think this might be Pittston's homecoming. So I think they're going to be all pumped up for this game, and they're going to be going back to the space to be the space invaders.
That's not out of the characteristics for Pittston.
Yeah,
throw stuff.
Exactly. Like when I was a sophomore and they threw rocks at our bus when we left, and so on and so forth. So no love lost with us at Pittston. I think they lose. Go ahead, EJ. What do you got?
West Scranton wins this game by 12.
West Scranton by 12.
Not a lot to say here.
Carbondale at Montrose. Quick, Jay.
Yeah, let's make it quick. Montrose by 16. And enough said.
Yeah, enough said. Montrose by 20 is what I say. Finally, they've got an opponent that they can beat up on a little bit. EJ, what do you got?
I think Montrose is getting overhyped to win this game. They're going to, but it's not going to be by that much.
Okay,
Kid
how many
yourself,
points?
because they aren't as good as everyone thinks they are when it comes to this game. Carbondale, you may be terrible. Your defense is going to show up. This is going to be like one of those stupidly boring games that you sit there and watch, and it's like, is there a quarterback? Is there a wide receiver? Like, is something going on? And the hero of this game is legit gonna be the kicker.
Yep.
I swear. It's gonna be a 3-0 game, and Montrose is gonna win, and it's just gonna be like, what did I just pay the fee to watch?
You know what it's going to be? Instead of those chants from the stadium, let's go Comets, it's going to be, let's go home.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a poor game.
Yeah, it's more of like...
Speaking of poor games.
Yeah, you got to think about this, though, real quick before we go into it. If Montrose loses, they gotta be, like, kicking themselves. You're like, bro, we just lost to Carbondale.
Right.
It's not going to happen,
That's pretty sad. 3 games left to pick. Wyoming Valley West at Wallenpaupack. And sorry, I'm just going to very quickly call this one. It's on the road at Paupack. Paupack by 21 minimum. Jason.
I got Paupack by 20 as well. And, Paupack's not that good this year, but Valley West is awful this year.
Yeah, they are. And, they are not good.
My poor friend Jack Baranski, man, I feel terrible for him. Great guy, great family, and boy, Valley West is decimated. There's no talent on his team.
They're hurt, and what they had, Jason, we got to that game, and there was 3 kids over on the sideline in street clothes on crutches before the game started. Like, they've got so much there, and anybody that they're bringing up is just injured. I feel bad for Valley West. I do. I want to see them get better, but they're just not good. Oh, I know you don't. What do you got? Valley West at Paupack.
This is gonna feel so good when my boys from the pack get it done. Yeah, I did not have a great experience at Valley West last week, and I think this is where karma comes in. Paupack by 32. Let's just go 32. I was going to say 30, but 32.
Yeah, that's a big one. Enough said on that. I think you're right. It could be a big win. It could be early over. Northwest at Susquehanna. Quick on this one. I have Northwest by 14. I don't think it's very close, Jason.
I've got Northwest by 16 at this game. The Rangers, man, they're a good team. I think they're the last week they ran into some problems. They didn't play a full 4 quarters against Lehman, but this team is good.
Yeah.
They're sneaky, but they're going to win this game handily by 16.
Yeah, it's Susquehanna. What do you got, EJ?
Northwest is going to destroy Susquehanna. This isn't going to be a 14, 16-ish point game, no. We're going to Susquehanna's not good, okay? I don't know if we've gotten that point across in any of the past. So let me just emphasize it. I smell something. It doesn't smell good. It's Susquehanna's entire football team. Or it could be it could be the cow manure that's probably on the football field when they're not using it for practice.
That might be the line of the week.
That might be.
Anyway.
Wow.
Northwest, the Rangers. Rangers have guns, right? Well, get ready, because you're going to bag yourself a few cows at a Susquehanna football team. This is going to be like over before the first quarter. This is the 35, 40-some point game. Susquehanna, terrible.
All right.
Come on. Northwest.
Finally, and EJ, you can call this one first. Honesdale at Abington Heights. What do you think? Tough game.
For all of our younger viewers out there. Yeah, you remember that song, My Hope Will Never Die? It's that dubstep, like, electric remix that, like, breaks your headphones in, like, quickly, like, 10 seconds. Cool. Play that song, because I think Abington Heights, My Hope Will Never Die with them. I think they're going to actually get this dub. They're gonna get this dub, and it's going to be like a 10-0 game, because I think Honesdale, they at this point got to be running scared. They're beat up. They're a really beat up team at this point. And honestly, Abington Heights they've gotten the sauce, so to speak. And I think it's time for Abington to shed the shell. They're
Yeah. Unfortunately, the bad part about it is we keep saying this week after week.
I know, I feel it.
I feel it too, but
this is their chance. They're playing a like a beat up Honesdale team right now.
yeah,
This is their shot. And what is it, home against them too?
it's at Abington.
It's at Abington. That's a pretty nice place to play a game, especially in Abington's favor. So signs point to Abington. I'm going with Abington on this game. It's going to be a 10-zip game.
I've got Abington Heights by 7. I think it'll be a little bit weird scoring-wise. I think it's like 28-21 Abington, but Abington gets it done. Come on, Abington. Don't let us down. You got to get this done.
They've been letting us down for so many weeks in a row now. It's crazy.
You can't blame them for the first 3 weeks.
You
can't.
What team's going to show up? But I'm going to go a double Comet win this weekend. I'm going to go with the Abington Heights Comets, and I'm going to say they're going to win by 6. But chances are they're going to let me down again. But I'm going to try to pick them one more time.
Yeah, I think we've all kind of gotten caught on Abington Heights the past couple of weeks. It looks
like they're going to do it, and they're just I'm going to head out.
This may just be the one. All right, cool. That's our high school football picks for this week. Last in our starting 5, and I'm going to keep Jason around for this one because I had asked him this question before. This is an interesting one, and it's just a weird and odd question. I said, you know what? We're going to throw out something weird and odd because I had a weird and odd day. So
a weird non-commercial that I just saw.
Oh yeah, I don't even.
What was that?
So I didn't know what that was. So, what's your favorite sport that's not one of the big 4? Meaning, not baseball, football, hockey, or basketball. Jason, what do you got, man?
Well, some of you probably know this, but I'm a huge 43 fan, and that references Bubba Wallace, NASCAR driver for the King Richard Petty.
Nice.
I've had many of opportunities to go to a few different tracks. I've been to Richmond International. I've been to Pocono Racetrack. I've driven a stock car as fast as 167 miles an hour. So to get that rush, to get that feeling, you got to go to it to experience it, to really understand what I consider a sport. So NASCAR is my number. Well, it's high on my list.
Yeah, sure.
I would say it's one of those not top 4 sports that someone might have. So I'm going to go like NASCAR.
Yeah, and it's not too uncommon now. It's really it's still hanging in there. That's cool.
It is. They need to rebrand themselves. I will say that. They need to rebrand themselves.
But you go next. I'll go last, and then you can close us out. What do you got?
Well, I mean, I could be a smart aleck and call everybody out at my school and say marching band, but I'm not going to. My girlfriend would be upset with me if I didn't say soccer.
There you go.
I'm not going to say soccer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's some other sports out
there's
there.
A call coming in. Oh, it's Taylor. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
You know, my heart stopped. I was like, oh, no, she's going to yell at me.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no. So what happened, I was thinking about this. We were actually talking about the Olympics today.
Yes.
You know what one of my favorite sports is to watch on YouTube?
Curling.
Roller derby. It's so funny. Like there's literally, I watched this video in sports entertainment management when we were learning about sports that are not the big 4. And it's just these girls just going in a circle, and these people are just flat out just Joe Thornton checking people and sending them flying. That is the most entertaining stuff I have ever seen in my life. And if that doesn't get you more amped than Phil Collins or smelling salts, I don't know what. That is a fun sport to watch. I'm going with roller derby. That is fun to watch.
Wow. That's funny. Well, I'll give you mine now. There's a lot that I like to watch. There's a lot I like to watch. We watch horse racing. We do. We love to watch Triple Crown races. We love it. There's something pure about it. Really like it. That's not it for me.
Purebred.
Yeah, thoroughbreds, man. Just what? Yeah, there's just something about it. So it's either okay. So like I like horse racing. That's great. I like a lot of Olympic sports, and there's some Olympic sports that have come and gone, and unfortunately been taken away. I especially like the Winter Olympics. Although any track and field is great with me. However, if you were to pin me down to a sport in general, and I'm talking about in days before all the corruption and drugs and so on and so forth, back when it was really, I'm talking about the sweet science, guys, and it's boxing. I remember
Mike Tyson. We
no,
talked about Mike Tyson fighting
forget
someone's
not
ear
even
off.
Mike Tyson. Not even Mike
Very
Tyson.
close.
The greatest fight I have ever seen was Thomas Hearns versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Look it up on YouTube. If you have not seen it, you must see it.
Yeah.
It goes 3 rounds. That's all it could go. It is the best fight I have ever seen. Not even close. Not even close. So good. So good stuff. Yeah, great way to close the show. EJ, final word.
Hey, you want to talk about some good stuff, huh? Well, I mean, we do have some good stuff going on in the future. I was contemplating on whether I should say this or not, but our game is on Saturday, Friday night. Whether we go to a game or not, we just want to first of all let you know that we encourage you to go out to see whatever game you want to go out and see tomorrow night. There's plenty of good choices, as we've seen.
And the weather's going to be gorgeous.
And there's actually going to be some really nice weather. Where will we end up? The hell if we know. Okay, so, yeah. So go out and enjoy some high school football, first of all. Second of all, thanks for all the support. And a big shout out to, if we're talking about good stuff, that podcast. My boy Kaz and the rest of the group over there.
Yep, the Pod Guys podcast.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Love you guys. Appreciate your support.
Thanks.
And everybody out there for your support. Please make sure.
Everybody.
Yeah. Listen, don't forget the email address, assistsportspodcast@gmail.com. Go to the Facebook page. You can even go to this video and make comments on it. I see some that we'll get back to. I see Mark Youngblood replied, and so did Brian, and Jason's on here, and there's some other people.
Yeah.
We appreciate everything.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yep. And we'll be posting this to YouTube. So, tell people about it. Go to the page.
Yeah. Also, if you want to see some things that you may or may not see on YouTube, you can go to our Facebook page where you can see me talk to my boy Luke Delgadio, and we will eventually do another one.
Yeah, we'll try to only do them at home.
Because it's easier, because I actually get access to the locker room and whatever, and I can talk to kids there. I don't talk in the locker room, but I will talk outside of the locker room. But yeah, I wanna do a lot more of those. So if you want to see those, you want to see my comedy while they also are saying, EJ, shut up, I heard you all week. You can go to our Facebook page. That's really neat. Go out and enjoy some high school football. Thanks for making me and my dad and Jason, thanks for making our jobs as being podcasts so much more fun. And me being the owner of this podcast, I was legit about pass out after we did the first one because I thought I was freaking out. You guys made this great, so thanks for being good people. We love y'all. Go out and enjoy some high school football.
Yep. Enjoy some sports this weekend, folks. Have a good one.
Everybody.
I'm about to head
Take
out.
care.
That was a little long, but I liked it.